In the NFL, quarterbacks are generating lucrative deals every season. They are the highest paid position in the entire league.
You like that? You like that?
If you do not have a franchise quarterback, it is very likely your team is not succeeding in this league. NFL teams value the quarterback position by signing them to mega extensions to assure they're locked up for the long term. With the salary cap increasing every season, it seems that whichever young star is due an extension becomes the highest paid player in their position. Recently, quarterback Patrick Mahomes broke history with the richest contract deal in all of sports. In this video, I'll be breaking down the top 7 richest contracts heading into the 2020 NFL season. Starting off with number 7, Carson Wentz. Carson signed a 4-year, $128 million deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. He will be making $32 million per year with up to $128 million in guaranteed money. Carson went to a small school at North Dakota State and flashed his big playability all throughout his career in college. He then went on to get drafted 2nd overall to the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2016 NFL Draft. Wentz had an average rookie year, leading the Eagles to a 7-9 record and had 16 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. Wentz did break Sam Bradford's record by completing the most passes by any rookie quarterback in franchise history. Carson Wentz's second season in the NFL is where he took flight. Wentz lit up the entire league while making the most amazing off-balance throws. He quickly emerged as the next upcoming young superstar quarterback in the NFL. He finished with a spectacular touchdown-to-interception ratio, 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Unfortunately, his 2017 season ended with the biggest nightmare of any football player, a torn ACL. Wentz finished 3rd in the MVP race in 2017. The Eagles went on and won the Super Bowl that year with backup quarterback Nick Foles. Carson Wentz bounced back in 2018 to have another solid season, which eventually led to the Eagles to lock him up long term. Wentz is injury prone, but the tape shows he is worth every penny when he is healthy on the field. He can make any throw from any angle, and that is why Wentz is one of the highest paid players in the NFL. Number 6, Kirk Cousins. It is very rare for a quarterback in their prime to hit the open market in free agency. After years of getting franchise tagged from the Washington Redskins, Cousins hit the open market in the 2018 offseason and signed the first ever fully guaranteed contract in NFL history.
You gotta like that, right?
The Minnesota Vikings signed him to a 3-year, $84 million deal with all of the $84 million fully guaranteed. The Vikings then decided to extend Cousins in this offseason to lock him up for an additional 2 seasons. The Vikings gave Cousins a 2-year extension with another $66 million in guaranteed money. Many people argue Cousins is not worth all this money, but if you look at his statistics, you can see why the Vikings value Kirk Cousins as their franchise quarterback. So far in his career with the Vikings, he has a total of 56 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, and 7,901 passing yards. Cousins is known for his viral post-game meme,
"You like that? I like that."
but he has proven a lot of his doubters wrong who thinks he is getting overpaid. Kirk Cousins' numbers back up his contract. He still has a lot to prove in his postseason play, but the Minnesota Vikings believe they have their franchise quarterback of the future. Number 5, Jared Goff. A 4-year, $134 million contract with $110 million guaranteed and making $33.5 million per year. Jared Goff signed a mega extension with the Los Angeles Rams the year after they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Goff was selected 1st overall by the Rams in the 2016 NFL Draft. His rookie season was not the greatest, and some people were already labeling Goff as a bust. He then got a new head coach in Sean McVay in his 2nd season, which led him to becoming way more comfortable in the NFL. Goff and McVay were talked about as one of the best head coach quarterback duos in the league at some point. Now in 2020, people think of Jared Goff as a system quarterback with an excellent offensive mind as his head coach who is putting him in the right situations to succeed. The Los Angeles Rams are currently in cap hell, which resulted in Goff to allow them to restructure his contract. They now freed up $7 million in cap space. Goff put the team first and understood he had to take less money in order for the Rams to get back to their winning ways. Goff is only 25 years old and is making the 5th most money in the entire NFL. Only time will tell if Goff was worth the money the Rams are putting into him. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers. 4-year, $133 million with $97.7 million in guaranteed money. Aaron Rodgers is arguably one of the best quarterbacks of this generation. He has been the Green Bay Packers franchise quarterback ever since he took over for Brett Favre in 2008. The Packers signed Rodgers to a 4-year, $133 million deal in 2018. Rodgers is locked up with Green Bay until 2023 when he turns 40 years old. The Packers surprisingly drafted quarterback Jordan Love in the first round of the 2020 draft. Instead of drafting a playmaker for Rodgers in the deepest wide receiving class in history, they are looking back at what they did in 2005 by drafting Aaron Rodgers in the first round to eventually take over for Brett Favre. So is Jordan Love the next franchise quarterback for the Packers? If so, the Packers are paying Rodgers a lot of money for the next 3 seasons, so you can see the Packers front office is looking in the long term rather than helping their future Hall of Fame quarterback in the short term. Rodgers has been consistently a top 5 quarterback in the NFL and is known most for his Hail Mary heroics in crunch time. The 2-time MVP and Super Bowl champion will definitely be inducted into the Hall of Fame when he retires. Rodgers is worth every penny he is earning, and he has every trait you want in your franchise quarterback, and that is why he is number 4 on this list. Number 3, Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger has had a long, successful career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. In his first contract extension he signed with them back in 2008, the contract was for 6 years, $87 million. He then signed a new contract in 2015, 4 years, $87 million. Ben signed another contract extension to have him locked up until the 2022 NFL season. Roethlisberger has been paid generously throughout his career by the Steelers, and rightfully so. The 2-time Super Bowl champion has been the rock at the quarterback position ever since they drafted him in 2004. Recently, Ben has been battling injuries, which has led him to be sidelined all throughout the 2019 season. But the bearded Big Ben is ready for his comeback tour in the 2020 season. Big Ben is 8th all-time in passing yards. He will go down as one of the most consistently efficient quarterbacks when he decides to hang up his cleats. Does he deserve to be the 3rd highest paid player heading into the 2020 season? Many will argue he is not, but if you take a look down memory lane and relive all the spectacular moments throughout his career, you will understand why he is getting paid so generously. Number 2, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson signed a huge contract extension with the Seattle Seahawks in 2019. Wilson is making $35 million per year with $107 million of total guaranteed money. Wilson is only 31 years old and is only getting better every season. In the beginning stages of his career, the Seahawks had one of the best defenses in the NFL, which is a huge reason why they were so successful. Wilson is arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL. He was looked at undersized coming out of college, which is why he fell to the 75th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. Wilson quickly silenced his doubters by lighting up the league with his elite footwork in the pocket, precise deep ball accuracy, and mobility. The Seahawks have not been as talented as they were back when they had a prime Marshawn Lynch and the Legion of Boom. Wilson has been putting the Seahawks team on his back, carrying them to the playoffs in his past 2 seasons. With the draft pick of wide receiver DK Metcalf, expect this duo to become one of the most elite quarterback-wide receiver duos in the entire NFL for the next 5+ seasons. Russell Wilson has never had a losing record once in his entire career in Seattle. That right there is the reason why Russell Wilson is the 2nd highest paid player in the entire NFL. And coming in at number 1 on this list, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes broke history with the richest contract ever in any sport. The 24-year-old Super Bowl champion signed a 10-year, $503 million contract while annually making $45 million per year. Patrick Mahomes has emerged as the best quarterback in the entire NFL at such a young age. Nobody has played the quarterback position like Mahomes. He is most known for his flashy no-look sidearm throws, and I believe the reason he is able to throw off balance at an elite level is because he has a background in baseball. His father, Pat Mahomes, was a pitcher in the MLB. Mahomes looks like a shortstop out there in the field the way he's able to contort his body and throw accurate balls off platform the way he does. There's no question Mahomes is worth a big extension, but for him to sign a 10-year, $503 million contract is mind-boggling. He just set the market for any great quarterback that is due to be paid. Will anyone come close to making that much money as Mahomes did in the next decade? Deshaun Watson will be the next young quarterback to get paid, but I do not expect him to come close to this deal. Patrick Mahomes won the first Super Bowl in Kansas City history at only 24 years old. With Tom Brady gone in New England, there might be a new dynasty brewing in Kansas City with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Those are the top 7 richest NFL contracts heading into the 2020 season. Leave a comment down below if you think any of these players are getting overpaid or even underpaid, and leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more NFL content. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.